It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
The Hallis Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. This return starts at the 5. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Escapes the pocket. He eventually runs out of road here. Defenders closing in, and he just chooses to tuck it and go down.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw here. He completes it in traffic. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
It is caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for an Eagles first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
2nd and 6.
Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A gain of 7.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. He's going to throw it again. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Oh, and how well he's slinging at this opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing it again here. Headed out right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Third and long. They're going to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. The rookie out of UCLA has it. And the Lions get the football on the first turnover of the contest. So what happened there, partner? Looked like he'd found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Short pass brought in. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And the Lions have a first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Pass play on first and 10. And another one caught by St. Brown. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
There he is on third and short. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
The 14-yard line.
Let's go now. 79.
We're one quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance.
Ready.
Here's a design run. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. They're going to try and throw it here. Buys time, rolling right. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
From the gun on third down. He brings it in. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm, but it was his fortitude and his strength to move the sticks. It may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Let's go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Forced out to his right. Complete to Warren along the sideline. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. That goes for 32 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
19 tight.
Pass play coming here. It's his running back. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. I'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call.
Let's go now. 65 catch. Go.
He's dropping back to throw. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing third and long.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up fourth and long. That's grabbed at the 10. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
16-yard line.
Ready, set.
Going trips left here as they get set. First and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got a man left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
This is Gibbs on second down. They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Jahan Campbell. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with third and 2.
Third down and 2.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Lions leading here at Ford Field. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him. That starts at the 38. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He lays out for it and makes the catch. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Again, it's Gibbs. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Liking 18.
Working now from the gun. That one connects. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Eagles nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
19 tight.
Airing it out to start this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. He's going to throw it. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's excellent job getting the completion.
Sticking to the air here. Throwing this one back at the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Eagles, nothing.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw it. Screen here for Gibbs. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 7, put.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Working quickly here.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's him on the quick hitter. Ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was round. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
Set. Nike, Buffalo 18.
Here's a give to Hunt. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Look at that time for Terrence Ferguson. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And 8 yards to go.
18, Pioneer. Go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Dumped off to his running back. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. All set now, 1st and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. That's complete to St. Brown outright. There it is, touchdown Detroit! The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Eagles, nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
their own 27-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Dumps this underneath to Taylor. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's 4th down.
Here's the snap on 4th. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th. Dose of the hurry up here. Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense in the hurry up here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one's complete right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go.
He's going to throw it again. Fits it through the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense. That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can happen. I know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on.
Still sticking with the passing game. Complete to his back. Tank Bigsby. And they take him down as he goes out. Now let's check on this penalty. So they let him keep the yardage after that short completion, Brock, and they decline the penalty.
Yeah, Kid, I think that's all about bringing up the next down. Your defense just held them to a minimal gain. They're trusting they can do it again.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He rolls to his right. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles start the 2nd half with some needed points. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
Throwing from the gun here. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
St. Brown. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80. 60 Bryson. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates. Go.
Back to throw. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
We always hear about a tight end as a quarterback's best friend. That play is so indicative of it, Kate. You love a big target, and you know if you could hit him in stride, he's got a chance to get some big yards after the catch.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Back at the 35-yard line.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's Lions football. If they can hold this lead, they'll continue this postseason run. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, this big guy is moving. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions so likely locked up the win right there.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. The route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So after thinking it over, these guys lining up for 2.
Ready? 70.
Line up the design keeper. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
Eagles 8.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is 1 up to the 21 and out of bounds.
Okay,
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Come on.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Now looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Gain of 17 yards. That's good. Eagles, 1st down.
They are throwing it again. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Sticking to the air here. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Throwing again on second. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. First and 10 from the 43.
Here we go, shot.
Gibbs now from the gun. No one's around him. He's got space. Nice cut back right. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Lions push their lead to 18.
Lions 34, Eagles 16.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Chased out to his right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Pass play now. He's going deep! You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would...
Big gain downfield! And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Inside, this is caught by Taylor. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offensive line fast. They'll throw, third and long. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, that's one of those cases, and we see it at every level. He simply took off before he got full possession, and that's simply a drop.
Ready, set.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, it's Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Looking in the air here. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. I'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's caught beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set. They'll motion him out of the backfield. We reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Eagles trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing from the gun. Check it down to Taylor. And they bring him down around the 34. Working fast as that clock ticks down. 2nd and very short, looking to pass. Downfield to Warren, he's got it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get 19 on that pickup. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards.
From the red zone on 1st. Intercepted in the end zone.
You knew it before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
They start on the ground with Gibbs. A gain of 26 yards there, and that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
26 yards.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches, and that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They draw it up front.